Yo, what up, people? It's your boy, Wanalax, and today I'm doing a little quick video on spirituality and the deceptions of dream boards. Fuck them. Stay tuned. Okay, so basically I was doing in the last future video, someone finally noticed on my dream board the Rockefeller sign that I had, that I made like years ago. And this is an interesting concept here because you can see the dream board here behind me. This dates back to like when my spirituality was first kind of setting off, when I was really finding myself. I was in college, and that picture specifically right here is what I'm talking about. It says J Chris, which is my nickname, and then the all-seeing eye pyramid type shit. That was like in 2009, 2008. I was in college, first year in college, and we did that experiment. And at that time, I was heavily listening to like Jay-Z and Rockefeller music and all those hip-hop artists that I'm like exposing now. I was heavy into that kind of shit. And little did I know what I was actually promoting back then. Like, I had no idea. This was before my research, and this is before my eyes ever really opened to the truths around me in this world. So you can see right there how easily you get kind of brainwashed, or how easily you get influenced off of listening to the music. And it's the spirit of that music that's kind of influencing you to wear designs like that and create art like that. And that's like not the kind of shit that we should be promoting, and not the shit we should be listening to in the music that's being promoted. So taking a look at this dream board here, I made this a few years back, and if you remember in that video I was like, hey, this is my new dream board for my backdrop, check it out, what do you think? And basically I got this idea from a book by what's that guy's name? I think it's the guy that writes that book for Chicken Soup for the Soul. I can't remember the name of the author, but he was talking about dream boards. And also in that movie The Secret, they talk about dream boards. And then that's also another movie slash book that you should stay away from, is The Secret. It's all new age spirituality, all this shit, and it's so deceiving. It's so deceiving, all of it. For one, because it takes you away from the Word of God. And looking at this dream board, this is a perfect example of how possessed I was by this new age movement, okay? And I'm just recently coming out of this new age movement as of this year. Fuck that shit. You gotta move towards Jesus and God. But check out this dream board that I made. And I still have it up because I haven't torn it down yet because I wanted to make a video about it before I tore it down. But look, this is the dream board, okay? This is the dream board. Starting off over here, that is me doing the Rockefeller all-seeing eye pyramid with my name in the middle, and I didn't know anything about that shit back then, right? So that's one right off the bat that should not be up there. Okay, looking else on what's up here. There's a lot of pictures of guys skating, okay? Skating was my passion growing up, and these are skaters as well. The skaters themselves aren't bad, but I've noticed a lot of Satanism inside the rollerblading community as a general. More videos on that later. But picture here of a guy meditating, and like this is what I thought would be a good idea to be spiritual, but then I realized that meditation is actually not the best thing you should be doing because it goes against the word in the Bible. You should not be meditating. It allows for like the demons to access you and kind of get into your spirit. So you shouldn't be opening yourself up to realms like that. And I have like a helicopter, sea-doo, like all this shit for like worldly possessions, like a house and a car and, you know, like $1 million, and this shit is like all very materialistic. And it's like, well, why do you have materialistic items on your dream board? And I've learned, because this is the shit that I wanted, right? And I've learned now that when you idolize things of this world, you don't love the God of this world. You don't love the God of the Creator. So it's like you're putting your love in things, of worldly things, rather than your love to God. And that is not good to do either, because basically it's meaning you're materialistic and you're wanting all these materialistic things. And basically, look at the items that I was materializing for. Apple. And what does Apple's logo have? It's the atom. It's the apple from the Garden of Eden, bitten, the fruit of knowledge, right? Like, this shit is evil, man. Like, people don't realize what these logos mean, but like, that is going against God right there. It means that we've bitten the fruit and gained the knowledge of Satan from the snake, right? People don't understand this about this shit. Here's another thing I had on my spirit board, my dream board. It was a Aztec calendar, a Mayan calendar, and the Mayans, they fucking were worshiping false gods and shit too. Like, they weren't of Jesus, they weren't of God. They were doing a whole bunch of stupid shit. And this all ties in with the whole 2012 end of the world nonsense propaganda they were pushing in the New Age movement. This is why that's up here, because I was a New Ager thinking that the Mayans were right about all this shit. Another person that's on here, I don't know why, but I was looking up to none other than Lil Wayne back then. And we all know, as of now, Lil Wayne is just a huge Illuminati puppet. Huge. And it's like, I was looking up to this guy and his music for years. And I realized that he's not the type of role model we should have. He's definitely not promoting the gospel of Jesus and the word of God. No way. Moving on, we have this thing here. That's from Alex Jones. He's a truther, but he's also just a gatekeeper. Infowars. Here's another one, Ron Paul Revolution. He's also just a gatekeeper, working in part of the agenda. And you think that these guys are on your side, but really they're not. Really, they're not. Another thing here of meditating. That's not anything that we should be doing. That is not what we should be doing, is meditating like this. And here, look, Superman. I don't even know why I have a picture of Superman on here. But did you actually know this Superman series is very blasphemous against God? The whole story is actually the story of, like, from what I heard, it's a story, it's like biblical stories, but just transformed into like comic ways so these kids can indulge in them. But yeah, Superman is actually not anything that we should be watching either. This character is directly going against God in all of his ways. And it's funny because all of the artists that ever played Superman, including this guy here, Christopher Reeves, what has happened to them? They've all had a stroke of bad luck. This guy was paralyzed. There was another Superman, Dean Cain. You never hear from him anymore. He's like off the map on the acting scale. And there was another Superman that was in trouble a lot too. That he actually got in an accident. And it's just like karma, because these guys are playing characters that's like Antichrist, and really they should not be doing that. So karma is getting them, biting them in the butt. And yeah, here, like a magic lamp. And now I've learned that like magic and wizardry and like genie and stuff like that is all against God. That is not of God's creation. So it's like, this is the stuff we got to be careful of. And like, even I was deceived like hugely back in the day, and now I'm starting to come out and testifying against it now. You know, it's not easy to do. And of course I'm still learning. Of course I haven't fully like committed myself to you know, the Bible or the Word of God, because I'm still kind of exploring what I'm coming from and what I'm going to. But I definitely see myself going towards getting myself baptized and getting myself saved by the Word of Jesus. And it's hard to do that because of all these years I've been practicing trying to be enlightened. And this whole enlightenment that I was chasing, little did I know, was the light bearer of Lucifer, who was masquerading as something good. And he's not something good that you should be practicing. Because obviously Lucifer and Satan is the same thing, but Lucifer is like the good image of Satan, and it's like he's the one that will hide in plain sight and trick you into living a lifestyle aimed towards him rather than what we should be really doing. And that's my dream board. And one more thing I want to show you on here. this mask is from that movie V for Vendetta, also known as in real life the Anonymous movement. They wear this, that group of hackers. But again, this shit is all part of like the agenda. They fucking promote this, man. They make you cheer for these guys when really they're all on the same side. This guy, fucking this guy here is on the same team. Like all of these motherfuckers. Look, even Drake is up here in this one picture. Like I was idolizing Drake, and he's a huge fucking promoter of this whole Luciferian agenda now. It's unfortunate. And look, even here, I had Hollywood up on my board. Like I was dying to work and live in Hollywood. And now that I've learned how evil it is, now that I know how antichrist Hollywood is, there's no way that I want to attain my dreams and work there and slave myself out for a fucking big executive that's just gonna try and brainwash the masses through their movies and my work. If I make it to Hollywood one day, believe me, I'm there to expose those motherfuckers. I am not there to work for them, and I'm not gonna be there to sell myself out for these fools. So, with that being said, they probably won't even take me into Hollywood now because I'm just gonna be exposed. I'm not gonna put out the media they want me to put out. Nope, not gonna do it. Lastly, look, I have a picture that I photoshopped of me being abducted by aliens. And it's like, fuck, I always felt like I was an alien growing up. I always felt like I was not of this world. And that's not the right thinking either. Like, that should be me being raptured by the light of God rather than the light of an alien, which actually looks like the light of Lucifer now. It's just like one light beaming me up. Fuck, I'm telling you, man, I was possessed growing up, and this shit is serious because little did I know how possessed I was. I didn't know. I thought I was reading this book, gaining all this knowledge, and gonna be saved, and that shit will not save you. So, that's it for now. I'm gonna have more videos because I have a bunch of books upstairs that I have put aside on shit that I've been reading for the past 10 years, and they're new age books, and I thought that they were like doing me good, you know? I thought I was learning to love myself, and I thought I was learning to meditate and connect with these spirit realms to save me, but no, that stuff will possess you. So, it's a long breath, but this video had to go out. New videos every Saturday, Friday, Wednesday, whenever the fuck I feel like putting it out. And make sure you guys stay subscribed. If you have any comments, leave them below. Love or hate, doesn't matter. I love mail of all sorts. And that's about it. So I will see you guys in the future. Peace.